Hello, everybody. Flash Notion here, back for another reaction to Harley Quinn. And it has been a while since I last recorded. Yeah, been playing my games, the usual. Um, yeah. So this series, where did we leave off with this series? Mayor, uh, Mayor James Gordon, I believe. Right? Am I remembering names correctly? My brain is a little, fried. Just because. Um. Right. So Harley and Ivy were having some difficulties. Um. Because yeah, they're very different people. Um. We had some Suicide Squad stuff. I forget. I I don't think we got anything with Batman. Um, and nothing really new with like the team members. Uh, Harvey Dent is Gordon's like campaign manager, so like that's kind of fucked. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this series is going just yet with season 3. So, yeah. I can't say I'm too excited to find out. Between just the absolutely awful state of affairs over at Warner Discovery and whatnot, like, I don't feel like this show has a future. But then again, I didn't know if we were going to get season 3 either. So, hey, uh, I'm just glad that we did. Um, yeah, yeah. What is going on with the mouth? Is it my mustache? Is my mustache making this hard? That's a kind of annoying. Yeah. Anyways, I don't have anything else really to talk about for this one, so I'm not going to delay any longer. Let's change over and let me refamiliarize myself with the controls just a second. Right, so it should be as simple as that. Okay. So we will start the second episode of Harley Quinn Season 3 in 3, 2, 1, and... Okay. Honestly, I I can't help but feel like that one. Okay, what am I trying to say here? That episode was great. It was hilarious. It moved the story forward. It introduced all the concepts I think that we're going to need to know for this season. The only thing I'm a little bit unhappy about. Did we need episode 1? Like I'm. Where are my expressions here? Yeah, there we go. Did we need episode 1? Because like I don't know. Like maybe there's something I'm forgetting about episode 1 or something that isn't going to become relevant until later, but like I can't help but feel that there was nothing in episode 1 that was necessary. Like like, we didn't need to go gallivanting all over the world. We didn't need to spend a bunch of time in Eden. I guess the Suicide Squad stuff might become necessary later, but like we'd already kind of hinted at Harley being involved with them in the past because of the t-shirts. So like I can't help but feel like season 1 or like episode 1 was irrelevant. Like all we needed was for in this episode with Ivy introducing her plan to talk about how Eden was something that she tried to make in the past. And that's it. There we go. It's yeah. I don't remember why. I don't remember anything from episode 1 that would be relevant to this one or the future. And that meant so yeah, right. So all that aside, I don't want to be negative, and all that negativity is focused at the first episode and how unnecessary it felt. This episode was great. I love Nightwing, obviously. I have not watched Young Justice yet. I plan to. I know he's in it. But I have obviously seen the old Teen Titans show. And that Robin is supposed to be Dick Grayson. So that's like... That's my Robin. That's my Dick Grayson. Is the 2003 Teen Titans version. Like, obviously I expect him as Nightwing to be a bit older, a bit more mature. And this episode does not really deliver on that. He seems more immature than ever. Like I said, he seems more like a Jason Todd to me than a Dick Grayson. But, you know, it's the Harley Quinn show. Everybody's personalities are exaggerated. I mean, for fuck's sake, we have Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, acting more like how I would expect Stephanie Brown to act. And for that matter, I don't think we've had any talk of Jason Todd. Like, I do believe it was either hinted at or stated by the crew outside of the show that Jason Todd does or did exist in this universe, and that the whole death thing, beaten with a crowbar, etc., happened. But obviously, if it did, it would have been happening very differently because there's no Batgirl there yet. In any case, or maybe I'm crossing wires with a different version. I don't know. There are so many different versions of the Batman mythos. Yeah, I've been reading Wayne Family Adventures quite a bit, so. You know, having a whole Bat family in the show is great. I do appreciate that a lot. I'd love to be introduced to Kate Kane in this show's universe. I feel like she would just be amazing. Because, like, if there is any member of the Bat family that is, like, constantly on the verge of saying fuck, it's Kate Kane. Just I want to see her in this universe. Right. So aside from Nightwing, Ivy, having an inability to work with people and accept failures. Yeah, I mean, the accepting failure part, I'm not sure that might have just been invented for the episode. I don't remember anything about that in previous episodes or seasons. Because you would think that would have come up in like her relationship with Kite Man at least once, right? but I don't remember anything of that. Um, but yeah, the whole not being able to work with a team type of thing definitely. I definitely understood that aspect of it being a problem for Ivy. Um, so glad she's kind of coming around. Um, I don't want her plan to go forward, obviously. Um, but main character has a goal. I'm interested to see her try to accomplish it. Uh, and yeah, I guess that's about it, really. I mean, we obviously have the sequel hooks there at the end with Frank and Firefly, I guess. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I know a lot of people in previous seasons were saying that Nightwing would make a great uh, nemesis for Harley Quinn and vice versa. Just a sort of just to like have the parallel of Nightwing broke away from or Dick broke away from Batman and became Nightwing, found his own identity separate from it, whereas Harley broke away from Joker and found her own identity. And actually, at this point, with Nightwing returning to Gotham and becoming part of the Bat family again, it actually brings up another potential parallel there where Harley used to keep going back to Joker over and over again, and then she finally left for good once she actually recognized how fucked up their relationship was. Whereas with Dick, he broke away from Batman to try and find himself and whatnot, out of some, not unjustified, teenage angst bullshit, but like, there's nothing wrong with him going back to the Bat family because they actually have a relatively healthy relationship. I mean, the Bat family is usually portrayed as pretty dysfunctional, but this version of Batman at least seems to want to try to be a good father, so it has that going for it. So yeah, I'm expecting at some point we're going to get some scenes of Harley and Dick being close in some way, like that. Batman Joker style. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't... Okay. So, we know that Harley is bi in this universe because Joker and Ivy are both love interests of hers. But I don't know. I don't know if the writers would go down this route, but it is possible, very possible, that Harley and Ivy, they might get to a point where they try to break things off, take a break for a bit, whatever. Or maybe they don't, but their relationship is on the rocks. And Harley and Nightwing wind up getting together. I mean, Joker and Batman having an obsession with one another is always played for romance, played like a romance, rather. And this show has already accentuated how much the whole nemesis thing is like a relationship. And Nightwing is kind of infamous for just sleeping with everyone. That's not even a joke. Between Starfire, Batgirl, and numerous other female people throughout comics. Like, he's had a lot of girlfriends over the years. Um, yeah. I mean, Batman too, but like, Batman's not famous for it. He just happens to have had a lot of girlfriends. Dick Grayson is famous for having a lot of girlfriends, to the point where when that Titans live action show was coming out, the the casting of the main actor for Dick Grayson, the main point that everybody focused on was his ass. Like, I thought that was hilarious at the time. I have not watched past Titans season 3, I want to say. It might have only been season 2. I don't know. I think it was only season 2. Because season 1 ended weirdly, and then season 2 they had Trigon appear right off the bat, and then he disappeared, and it was a whole thing, and that show just sucks, by the way. Or at least it did. I don't know. They might have fixed their shit, but not enough for me to be interested. Anyways, so yeah, what I'm getting at is I don't know if the writers are going to go down that route of having Harley and Nightwing hook up, but they totally could, especially if Harley is behaving more like an anti-hero at that point. We'll see. Frankly, I'm wondering if that's where this season is going to end, with Harley deciding to be more of an anti-hero rather than a full-on villain. Because, like, definitely at the start of season 1, or start of season 2, end of season 1, rather, Harley was completely reveling in being a villain. Like, I mean, her whole arc in season 1 was about trying to get into the League of Villains in order... Did I say that right? No, League of Villains is My Hero. God. Oh. What the fuck? Is it the League of... No, it's the Justice League... Legion of Doom! There we go. The Legion of Doom. That's what she was trying to get into. But like, the main reason why she wanted to do that was because she wanted to prove that she was just as good, if not better, than the Joker. And now that that angle is no longer there, it's like, why does Harley want to be a villain? And I can't help but wonder, like, if they might explore that route and have her go more towards the anti-hero route eventually. Which, frankly, I kind of like anti-hero Harley a little bit better than full villain Harley. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to just be... Or it's fun to just go down that route of absolute insanity and derangement and beating the shit out of random people, but like... Yeah, I don't know. I want to be able to root for Harley a little bit more, and cheer her on. And, you know, now that she's no longer facing off against Joker, the worst person in Batman mythos, pretty much, like, it's kind of hard to do that, you know? Like, Gotham City is mostly... It's relatively cleaned itself up, you know? A lot of the villains are out of the way. Mr. Freeze, Penguin, not Two-Face, I guess. Not Bane either, but like the Legion of Doom headquarters is no longer there. Scarecrow's gone. I kind of forgot about him. They've killed off a lot of characters, actually. But like, yeah, there aren't that many big name villains out there causing trouble anymore. Hell, even the Joker has settled down with a girlfriend. And that relationship seems to be a little bit healthier than his previous one with Harley. So, like, there's a question now of, like, who is Harley against? What is her direction in life? Why is she doing the things that she's doing? And right now, it mainly seems to be because she's having fun and being in a relationship with Ivy and trying to support Ivy. So I guess the question really is, what happens if Ivy goes too far? Like, what happens if Harley decides that she doesn't want to do this sort of thing anymore? Like, she has no problem killing people, but, like, Ivy's plans would kill everyone and destroy society, and, like, Harley lives in society. Oh god, I did not mean to, I did not mean to go there with the memes. What I mean is that, like, Harley lives in the modern world, and the conveniences of that modern world and its inconveniences, that's where she lives, and I don't think she'd really appreciate, Ivy destroying that. So I kind of have a feeling that by the end of this season, we're going to see a schism between the two of them. And it can only be resolved by either them... Well, there are two ways it could go, I should say. Either they break up, Ivy goes full villain, Harley goes more anti-hero, and, end of the happiness for that pairing. Or Ivy gives up on her large-scale eco-terrorism dream and mellows out. And they both end up going more of an, at the very least, anti-villain route. That was a lot of words. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I can't think of anything else to say, and yeah, I've already rambled for way too fucking long. So I'm going to cut the recording off, and I'll see you guys next time for episode 3. All right? Until then, bye-bye.